Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of DudeWutPodcast. My name's Harry Dowling, and this time I am joined with my very good friends, Mr. Adam Grizzly Bear Homer and Mr. Callum Hamby. How the hell you doing, dudes?
Doing really well, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on this call, man? You guys are...
No, it's fine. You don't need to stop. Honestly, this is just a funny start to the podcast.
No, I just want to know what's going on. Adam is so close to the camera, and he's grinning like hell.
Because he's trying to make me laugh. He's trying to make me laugh because I've messed up the clap.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm doing really well, man. Yeah, it's Monday morning, but yeah, also Monday evening even.
Oh, it's been a rough Monday there.
Well, hard at work.
No.
What about you, Grizz? How you been, man?
Yeah, good man, real good. Been a couple of weeks ago since I last on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a couple interesting things for the last week or two, which has been good fun.
Cool. Cool.
I mean, well, first of all, how are you as well?
Okay, well, I was going to say we'll get to our weeks. So before we go any further, let's just say that it is the 50th episode of DudeWutPodcast, and it's also the 1 year anniversary of the show. It's absolute madness to think that we've been doing this for a year.
Yeah, years. Mental, to be fair.
And probably only missed, counting Christmas and then COVID, it's like four episodes in the year that were missed, and then everything else has run like clockwork.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, man, it has been. It's been a lot of fun. It's been eye-opening for sure. I started this with Tomo, and we just tried to watch, basically do like a commentary kind of thing on like bad films that we watched, but obviously it's a hell of a learning curve to starting your own podcast. But it's rewarding and it's fun. What I will say though is, unfortunately, typically, I'm pretty ill. I'm feeling rough as fuck today. Proper RAF, RAF, rough as fuck. So today we are gonna do like half an episode. We're still going to, have a bit of a chat and bring you some entertainment news and stuff like that. But then the main bit of the pod we're going to save for another week when I'm feeling better. My throat is so sore right now. It genuinely hurts to talk. And I am listening with monitors on just to make sure that my voice fully doesn't just sound like a croak the whole time. Yeah, to answer your question, Grizz, I'm okay. I'm a little bit under the weather. But I am looking forward to this week. It's the Jubilee weekend in this country. And, Grizz, are those birds on your end?
Yeah, they are. I just realised the window is open.
I thought you were, leaning out the window, shaking your fist at them or something.
Get off my lawn! No, I was like, I can hear birds quite loudly.
Yeah. As I say, it's Jubilee weekend or Jubilee week here in the UK, and it's a 2-day public bank holiday, which is pretty sick. I also get a 1 day off in the week that I can choose, so I've chosen to have Wednesday, so I've got like a 3-day chunk of just, free time in the middle of the week, which is great. Well, I'm really looking forward to that.
Just going to be ill now, aren't you? That's how it works out.
Absolutely typical. However, to be fair, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because as me and you were talking about a couple of weeks back on our Feel Old Yet podcast, I've been sort of collecting games. I've been playing through the Mafia games like you recommended. Really enjoying it, man. That's a great shout. And madness to think that game is 20 years old.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was complete rebuild.
Yeah. I recently got a PS4 Pro. I already had a PS4 that I'm going to sell to Tomo, hopefully sometime this week. But I got a PS4 Pro and I got a few of those games like Last of Us 2 and stuff like that I missed that I really want to play. So being so I can game if I do get ill. But other than that, we went to see Tomo. Well, I say we. It was me, Hamby, Tomo, and our good friend Shep turned up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of a late night. Well, actually, it wasn't that late.
It wasn't even that late. It was like 1 o'clock. No, midnight, 1 o'clock-ish, I think.
It was sort of hanging out just with the boys, with the Pershaw boys. It was quite nice.
We were just outside the whole evening. It was nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Taking it back old school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
just hanging out in T-Lad's garden. Although, to be fair, actually, everyone went to bed. Like Tomo went to bed, Hamby left, everyone left, and I just was not tired, so I just fully stayed up, watched a load of shit on my phone, went to bed at about 3, and was shattered, absolutely shattered. I get home the next day. Turns out Liz and Ash are coming over, so mine and Fee's friends, for a barbecue. So then it's like, I got loads I got to do, but I'm absolutely shattered. But to be fair, I passed out in the bed, so I slept for like most of the day. So, Grizzo, you were mentioning some stuff going on in your week. What's happened, man?
Well, the first thing that happened really, I swear, like every time I do this, it's always like an update of like what DIY I'm doing.
Okay, so, what DIY are you doing, bro?
Well, like originally it was a bit of painting, then we laid some flooring ourselves, and now it's skirting boards.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a total fucking bastard, honestly. Like skirting boards, it just you got to get the measurements perfect, using the saw, like all of it. It's just so inconvenient. And the skirting board that came, it's 4 meters long, so it's literally like taking up the whole hallway.
Yeah, big piece.
So proper pain in the ass. And we've got 8 4-meter length pieces of skirting board just in the hallway.
Right.
So spent a couple of days doing that, and then what day is it now? Monday. So last week we went to Cardiff. Me and Hannah did.
Okay. Do anything special?
Well, I mean, I got dragged along to go watch Ed Sheeran with Hannah. Yeah,
poor
I know.
you, bro.
To be fair, it wasn't that bad, but the gig was in the evening.
Yeah.
And in the day, I think it like started at like 6 p.m. or something.
Where was it? Was it at the Motor Point Arena?
No, at what is the Principality now, but it used to be the Millennium Stadium.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
So yeah, like completely packed out. Cardiff was absolutely rammed. But we got there early. We're like, let's go for lunch. And we went for bottomless brunch, and literally got absolutely fucking wasted. Absolutely wasted.
Fair enough.
Like went in, it was like 30 quid, all you could drink, beer, cocktails. Got a burger as well, and I was absolutely trashed. We were just like walking around Cardiff at like 3 p.m. Like absolutely wasted. Got to the gig, still absolutely wasted, and then halfway through it, I got a hangover. It was the weirdest thing ever. Like getting drunk so quick in the middle of the day, and then like going to this gig, and then like by the time I got back, I was completely sober. And the next day, no hangover whatsoever.
Oh, decent.
Which was good. Same as you as well. I've been playing some old games. Which took up quite a bit of my time recently, and I've been really
Anything in
enjoying
particular?
Well, I played Mafia 1, like I recommended to you. Played through Mafia 2 as well, which I've done before, but still a great game. And then I had like a real like craving for like old Splinter Cell games.
I saw you've been playing Chaos Theory, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've completed Chaos Theory now.
Nice.
So like OG Xbox game from like 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Still plays like fantastically well.
Oh, nice.
And now I'm on to Double Agent next, so I'm cracking through that. But yeah, like great games, even like this long later on.
Yeah, definitely. Are you going to work your way through to like the newer ones? Like, I say newer, like Conviction and Blacklist.
Well, the whole reason I played it is because I've never played Blacklist. Like, I just sort of boycotted it when it wasn't Michael Ironside. And like I've played Conviction so many times, so I was like,
Conviction's my favourite. Conviction's a great game.
It's a great game, but Blacklist is supposed to be great, and
Blacklist is
play
good.
through. Yeah, I wanted to play through the OGs to get to Blacklist. So yeah, nearly there.
I just remember hearing that it was a voice actor called Eric Johnson that was taken over from Michael Ironside as Sam Fisher, and like the only Eric Johnson I know is like, you know, the musician like Christopher Dover, and so I was like, how the hell is that going to work? But
I don't know. But I'm looking forward to playing Blacklist. It's just
nice.
I just can't look at it. You can't class it as Sam Fisher.
Yeah. They are actually doing a reboot of the first Splinter Cell, apparently.
I know, I've heard, and I'm scared for it, to be honest. Especially in Ubisoft's hands. Modern day Ubisoft, anyway.
It's gonna be. It's probably going to be pretty fucking awful, to be fair.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be an open world.
Open world, climb the towers, reveal the map. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, cool. Hampus, have you been up to much, my friend?
No.
Okay, nice.
No. Not, honestly,
what are we drinking?
No, honestly, like I hung out with you guys on Friday.
Yeah.
I came back. I did absolutely nothing on Saturday, and then we went out for lunch for somebody in the family's birthday on Tilly's family. So we went for like a pub meal and stuff. So yeah, it was good. It was nice yesterday, and then honestly, yeah, just been chilling out really. And then I've got 3 days working this week, and then I've got 4-day weekend, so I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. Yeah. I think everyone's really looking forward to this this 2-day bank holiday thing, because what day is it? Is it Thursday and Friday?
Yeah.
So most people, have got like the Saturday and the Sunday after that.
Yeah, most people, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I don't. I've got the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, back in work on Saturday, and then off Sunday.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it is, but it's not so bad. It's all right.
It's still a win-win, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, I still am. I'm only working like 3 days this week, which is great. All right, let's leave that chat there. I don't know where I'm going with that, but let's leave that chat there, and let's move into everyone's favourite segment. It's What Are We Drinking?
What are we drinking?
All right, so before I started feeling really rough at like 2 p.m. today, I went out and I bought a really nice looking, not a beer, an alcoholic beverage that, to be fair, will probably stay in my fridge until the next podcast. So I won't say what it is, but I bought myself a nice drink and I was ready to go, and then I started feeling rough, and I said to these guys, I don't want to do a what are we drinking? I just don't want to drink any beer or anything. And Hamby was fully like, come on! So,
I actually got something interesting this week.
So Hamby's got something interesting. Adam's got something. I also, to be fair, when we don't want to drink, we usually do a what are we soft drinking? And I think Grizzo's got both. Grizzo's got a Pepsi Max in one hand and a beer in the other hand.
Well, it's a Pepsi Max raspberry. I'm happy there.
But I got a soft drink, so Hamby, let's start with you, my man. What are you drinking, bro?
I got a beer that is very unlike me, because I don't normally buy this kind of thing, so I might regret it. Okay. But I got a maple pancake ale.
What the hell?
No way. I think I may have seen that before. I'm interested, man.
It's from Fierce Brewery. It says the pancake ale was made with vegan pancakes in the mash and Canadian maple syrup in the boil. Full-bodied, full-flavoured, and really drinkable. Perfect with vegan breakfast, or garnished with a cheeky slice of bacon. Yeah, let's give it a
vegan
go.
breakfast or a slice of bacon.
Yeah. So they had another one which was peanut butter and raspberry jam. And I was like,
well, I don't know about the raspberry jam.
Well, I normally hate these flavoured beers, but I thought I should probably get something to make it.
Where did you get it from? Was it a B&M special? Aldi?
No, Sainsbury's.
Sounds like too good for B&M.
Yeah,
it's premium.
Go on then.
It's not like 2 months out of date.
I'm watching his face because it'll tell straight away if it's nasty.
It's really mapley. It tastes like maple syrup. It's
pure
quite
syrup.
nice. It's actually pretty. I mean, I couldn't have more than one of them. In fact, I might even struggle with it. It's 6.5% as well. It's quite strong.
Oh shit! Okay, I was going to ask what percentage. That's quite high.
It's really all I can taste is maple, like maple syrup.
Are you getting any of the vegan pancake?
There's maybe a little bit of like butteriness to it. Like
any bacon?
No bacon. It's vegan, man.
Yeah, come on, bro.
It's definitely like there's a lot of buttery. It's buttery, and there's like maple syrup flavor a lot, and then I mean like it's okay. I couldn't have like more than one.
Are you sure it's not just a can of pure maple syrup?
Yeah,
this beer short tastes weird.
Yeah, if you shake it and like put it upside down, it slowly trickles out.
Yeah. It's it's a weird one. I mean, like it's not unpleasant, but it's a bit weird.
Okay, out of 10,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Out of 10, what do you think?
6.5 out of 10.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. So it's
good.
okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
It's a bit of a novelty ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, Grizzo, I spoilt your soft drink, but what is the alcoholic beverage that you're drinking?
Well, I've already drank one of them.
Whoa! You just had 2 full bottles a minute ago.
Well, I'm thirsty. I just came up with a dog walk. So I did have what I probably had the last couple episodes have been on, which is an Estrella. Again, another fan favourite. Nice light, crisp lager. But for the fans out there, I will crack open this Pepsi Max Raspberry, as I've never tried it. And,
okay, right.
What are we soft drinking for the fans?
Yeah.
What are we soft drinking?
Yeah, we cater for everyone on this podcast. Vegan beer, soft drinks.
That's good slurp.
Yeah.
That's surprising, you know. It's
In what way?
I like that.
Okay.
I'm really putting it on my taste buds out there.
Yeah, you're like swishing it around.
It's good. It's weird. It doesn't really taste like Pepsi, really.
Yeah.
Like if you have like cherry Coke or something, you can still taste the Coke, but it's like mainly like raspberry. The flavour is really strong. I would recommend it for fans out there.
Nice.
I thought you were
Sorry,
more a Coca-Cola guy.
Well, it was on offer at Tesco.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's either a Coke Vanilla man,
Yeah, vanilla.
or just a regular Pepsi Max guy.
Yeah, that's why I've blended the two together. Pepsi Max with a different flavour. So I went 2 for 1. You see, Pepsi Max Raspberry, 1 pack of cans. Pepsi Max Cherry, the other pack, which is very good actually. But it's the first time I've had a raspberry. I recommend that. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know we've said on the podcast before, but I am massively in a minority in that I just fucking hate Pepsi Max. It tastes like shit compared to normal Pepsi.
No, man.
It's so sweet.
The worst. Diet Coke is the worst.
Yeah.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero
can't
is
stand Coke Zero.
I don't mind Coke Zero, to be fair.
I can't stand it.
Coke Zero is way better than Diet Coke, hands down.
I like honestly. I know it's really bad for you, and I only ever have it in like restaurants. But like OG Coke is the best. It's like
I agree that the OGs are the best, but I'm OG Pepsi.
Well, they're both good, but if honestly, like like the full fat Coke from a bottle, it's elite. Glass bottle is elite.
A glass bottle.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's elite.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You break the bank if you buy a pack of 6.
You always get it when you go abroad on holiday and stuff. I find it's just like yeah.
Well, speaking of going abroad, I have something which I actually thought was just like a regular drink. I've been buying it the last couple of days, and turns out it's a little bit of something special over here. So, I am drinking Club Orange.
Very exotic.
Now, I bought this because it in Poundland, they're selling it for 70p. It looks like a bigger Orangina, which I like. It's got all the bits in it.
Oh, I love
and also,
Orangina.
it's a big bottle. It's like a 750ml bottle, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it looks chunky.
But yeah, so I've been buying this last couple of days, and it is good. It's delicious. I mean, I assumed that it was maybe like Eastern European or something like that, but no, it turns out it's actually from Ireland, because it's got a little sticker on the bottom that says "Love Irish Food." So yeah, at Club Orange, it must be I don't know if it's popular over there or not, but it's pretty good.
Would you compare it to an
just like Orangina? Oh yeah, so it's maybe a little sweeter and not as sharp as an Orangina, but it still hits the spot, especially when it's ice cold. And it's really fizzy. Like, just before we started this podcast, we all were sort of having a little laugh and a joke. And I was like, all right, I've got a club soda or whatever it is. I undid it, and it was like a fucking hurricane.
Grenade.
The amount of grenade going off, yeah.
Yeah, the amount of gas that came out of this bottle was insane. Nah, it's good. It tastes more like actual fruit juice than any of your orange... Yeah, than any of your orange sodas in this country, like your Tangos and your Fantas and stuff. It's definitely, way more actual fruit juice than those. And I'm a big fan of bits. I like the bits in my orange juice.
Yeah, I like them too.
I wonder what the general sort of thing is with that. I'd love to know how many people in 100 people like bits versus smooth.
I reckon it's just smooth. People like smooth, I think.
I think that smooth is probably the number one. But what you could do is send an email, dudewutpodcast@gmail.com. Literally just let us know what sort of orange juice you like. Just one word, baby. Smooth. Bits.
I need to know.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Yeah, maybe I'll put a little poll up or something on the Instagram, like bits or smooth, baby. Yeah, so I mean, that is all that we are drinking, unless any of you boys got something else you got to say about your beverage of choice.
No, we just got another Estrella coming up.
Yeah, you're the first person I've ever seen bring 3 beers to the what, or 3 drinks to the what are we drinking, to be fair, so fair play to you, man.
Usually I bring a coffee as well, with a glass of water as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're making this 50th one-year episode special, bro, so appreciate that, man.
Gonna be pissing like a horse.
Like a racehorse.
What are we drinking?
Alright, Hamby, I was just about to jump into entertainment news, and I forgot about the best bit of this whole podcast. Everybody, it's Hamby's segment. It's Hamby's Hambone to pick.
He's pissed off, he's angry. His name must be Hamby. It's Hamby's Hambone to pick.
So it's gonna be a quick one. But
okay, they often are, but they're still good.
In the springtime, I get like birds on my roof, and they they kind of like hang out like on my like chimney, and like basically like when I'm like sat there in the morning on like a Sunday morning, and I'm sat there with my coffee, all I can hear is the birds like walking around like the chimney. So it's like, and it's like it sounds like they're in the same room as you. Like it's that because the chimney like amplifies it, so it's like ding 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 ding, and it's like, and obviously the dog's like going crazy at it as well.
Yeah,
he thinks like people are fucking like invading the house, so he's like in attack mode. Yeah, it's annoying.
That makes you sound like a right miserable bastard, bro.
I was gonna say
it's a nice sunny day, the birds are singing, and you fucking hate it.
It's just making him sound like one of those old men who are like, get off my lawn.
I don't mind
throwing stuff at the birds.
No, I thought that was the whole point of the segment.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. Honestly, it's fantastic for entertainment purposes. I'd like to listen to a supercut of every single Hamby's Hambone to pick. Just like somebody, please cut them all and put them
1 year anniversary special.
They're all pretty mundane.
Yeah. I think one of my favourites still is the pay at pump, the one where you were like, why aren't all pumps fucking pay at pumps?
Oh.
It's such a small thing, but yeah, like I think about that all the time.
It's when they have hit the pump but it ain't fucking working. That's what's annoying.
So here's a funny story, actually. Sidetrack. I actually used a pay at pump for the first time in my life the other day, right?
Really?
Yeah, and I've never used one before. I've always just walked in.
Have you ever accidentally loaded up on premium petrol?
No.
I've done that a few times. You're like, no, that's expensive, and you realise after you've just paid for like the premium stuff, which is like 10, 15p more.
No, I went to an Asda petrol station, and there was like nobody there. It was actually like 4 pumps. That was it. So I was like, okay, I pulled up, and I've never done one before. I don't know how they work, right? I assume you fill your car up, you pay for it, right? So I went over to it, and it says on there £20 or something from the person who's used it before, and it's saying enter card, and I'm like, well, I haven't even had any fuel yet, so why the fuck would I do that? So I take the nozzle off, right? I put it in the bike, and I'm like, this ain't working. Like, what's going on here? And it just doesn't want to work. It still says £20 on the screen from the guy before me. So, and it's saying enter your card, and I'm thinking, well, I've come to a dodgy pump, right? This dodgy bastard has obviously filled his car, fucking drove off. If I put my card in there, I'm going to be paying that guy's 20 quid. So I spent about 10 minutes dicking about, taking the thing off, trying to put it back in. And then I read this little thing on the pump that says, put your card in first, enter your PIN, then take the pump. And I'm like, that just doesn't seem right. Like, it says £20. If I put my card in there and type my PIN in, I'm paying for that guy's fuel. Yeah. Long story short, it got to the point where I was so frustrated that I was like, fine, I'll follow the steps exactly.
I'll do what it's telling me to do.
How have you never
I was genuinely amazed. Like, how does it know how to charge you that when you're you haven't put your PIN in or what? You've done that before.
But the pumps have been around for years. They're not a new thing.
I've never used one
before. Like, they've been around for like
I've never
years.
ever used one.
To be fair, there's a lot of places that still don't have them.
Yeah, I've used one before where it's like pay at pump or pay in, and I've just walked in because like I want to get some stuff or whatever. But I've genuinely never used a pay at pump. That was the first time. Now I know that's how they work. You put your card in first, do all that stuff. But I didn't know, man. I must have looked like a right fool doing that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry, having some standard. Wouldn't be an episode of DWP without some technical issues. And we're back. There we go. I can actually hear you guys again now.
And we're live.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my story of a petrol pump. But yeah, going back to Hamby's Hambone to Pick. So what do? Do you like put a speaker up to the fireplace and blast them with some tunes or something to try? What's your tactic to get rid of them?
Nah, nothing. I can't do anything. But I can't do it. I can't. They're on the roof.
Get on the roof then, bro. Take the fight to them.
Take the fight to them. I can't do anything. I'm powerless. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
Throw some birdseed on my neighbour's house.
That's a good idea.
No, it's not that bad. It's just when you're sat down in the morning and it's like, all you can hear.
So
is
where
that.
are you sat when this is happening? Are you in a room or are you outside or something?
In his rocking chair.
I'm sat in my living room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I pictured you like outside, but of course you said fireplace, didn't you? Yeah. Mate, as always, I love those Hamby's Hambone to Picks. I say it every week, but if you have anything that really pisses you off, it's your Hambone to pick. Send us an email, dudewutpodcast@gmail.com, and please let us know so that we can start putting some of these to Hamby, and he can like rate and review your Hambones to pick. Yeah, that'd be sweet. All right, if everyone's good there, we will leave that one there.
He's pissed off, he's angry, his name must be Hamby. It's Hamby's Hambone to Pick.
All right, little bit of entertainment news now. And as I said, we're just going to do the entertainment news today, and then next week it will be a longer episode, but we're just going to... I can't leave you without the entertainment news, so we're going to do that now. First bit of news. Excuse me, that sounded weird. First bit of news. Now, this is something that Adam sent to me a few nights ago. Maybe it was Saturday night or Friday night.
Yeah, it was late last week, I think.
And it literally just was a picture, and it didn't load up to start with, as your phone does. Then it loaded up, and then it said that Ray Liotta had died, age 67. And it was genuinely like a no, like I wasn't expecting that. Ray Liotta obviously is a megastar. You'll know him from all of those classic gangster films, Goodfellas, all that stuff. For some reason, the first thing that came into my head when I saw the picture was Wild Hogs. But hey, that's still a good film, Yeah, and the voice of whatever the character's name is from GTA 3.
Tommy Vercetti.
Ah, that's Vice City, isn't it? Claude something in GTA 3.
No, he's Vice City.
Claude
is he? I thought he was GTA 3.
Claude's GTA 3.
He's yeah, I'm pretty certain he voiced Tommy Vercetti in Vice City.
Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, unfortunately, he's passed away. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, the information's probably there. I just didn't look it up. I don't know why. I don't know if you know, Grizz.
No, I just saw that he passed away in his sleep. And he was only 67, I think.
67, yeah.
Yeah. So.
So yeah, there's some sad news to start the pod off. I mean, apparently, I think I did read that he was on set, like filming, his latest film, and went back to his hotel or whatever, and just
I did see that as well. So it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, sad news, and 67 it's not really old, is it?
No, not at all.
I wouldn't really say 60s is old. Maybe 75 onwards is getting on a bit, but. All right, next little bit of news. Now, this is something that's a bit more sort of funnier, a bit more uplifting. So you may have heard of this. I think actually, Hamby, on Friday night we spoke about it in our sort of lads chat that we were having. There is going to be a Winnie the Pooh horror movie. So this film is called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and to be fair, I should have gotten more information. I don't know the name of the director or the company or anything like that, but because the characters of Winnie the Pooh, the whole cast of that thing, they're all in the public domain, so anyone can go out there and make a Winnie the Pooh film. What I do know is that apparently the sort of the background plot for this film is that Christopher Robin has grown up and left. He's stopped feeding all of the animals, and they have reverted back to their feral state, and they're out for blood and honey. There's some screenshots, and it just looks bizarre. It looks
weird.
It's more of the Strangest situation. It's just people in masks kind of thing. But the piglet one, ferocious. It's got tusks and shit. The Winnie the Pooh one looks a bit dopier. It's a big But just madness really.
Just looks really freaky, proper freaky looking.
Yeah. I think it might be worth actually. How this pod started, where we'd watch a shit film. I have been thinking about maybe bringing that back once in a while for a special episode. I think Blood and Honey might have to be a one of those, because it just sounds
Return to
bizarre,
Thor.
I gotta see it. All right, next little bit of news, and this is something I am looking forward to. So, have either of you guys seen a film called Encino Man? Or in this country, it's called California Man.
No.
Okay, so it's on Disney Plus. It's a early 90s sort of coming of age sort of thing. I don't know. It's got young. It's a young cast. You know what I mean? Like your Bill and Ted's and stuff like that. Now, I saw this film when I was fairly young, to be honest. I don't know how I really saw it, because it wasn't that popular over here. as I say, with the name change and everything. I think for some reason the British government or whatnot just thought that we couldn't understand that Encino was in California, and it just had to be called California Man, which doesn't make much sense. But it's basically I don't know how you describe it, like a stoner flick sort of thing. You've got Brendan Fraser, you've got Pauly Shore, and you've got Sean Austin, Sam from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And it's basically like Pauly Shore and Sean Astin dig up a caveman, and they defrost him, and it turns out to be Brendan Fraser, and they decide to take him to school. That's the whole plot, basically. So you've got a caveman trying to go to high school. That's the whole plot of the film. And it's really good, to be fair. It is really good. It's really funny. It's so quotable. There's so many quotes you can take from that film. And they've apparently Pauly Shore, who I think is pretty washed up now, actually, really big in the early MTV days. He has been pushing for a sequel for years now, absolutely pushing, because Brendan Fraser has got a massive fan base, and half of his fans love The Mummy, and the other half love Encino Man. So it's like everyone is pushing for a sequel, and Disney, I think, announced the other day that okay, they are looking at it, And I think in an interview with Pauly Shore, he said that the script would need to be good enough to bring everyone back. The whole cast would have to come back or nobody would, kind of thing. So hopefully an Encino Man sequel or a California Man sequel is in the works. And as I said, if you didn't understand what the fuck I just spoke about, go and watch it. It's on Disney Plus now. It's a really good film. All right, next little bit of news. And I thought this actually happened ages ago because I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. But it's Kevin Spacey updates. Obviously, Kevin Spacey was in trouble, but it was years ago, really, wasn't it? I don't know if
it feels like a long time ago.
That whole thing happened.
Feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it was when like House of Cards was still like going like properly, and that was like it must have been like at least 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, so
way more than that.
2018, 2017?
Yeah, more than that. I reckon like 20... No, it would have been... I think it was like 2016 or something.
Oh, really?
I reckon so. I reckon it was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Spacey has now been charged with sexual assault in England. So, apparently it's 4 counts of sexual assault involving 3 different men that took place in England back in 2005, 2008, and 2013. Obviously, I think it was a bit of a shock when people first heard about the whole Kevin Spacey thing, because he's such a prolific actor. He's a big actor, been in a lot of great stuff. I don't know if he's won an Oscar. Probably at least been nominated.
Yeah, I can imagine he's definitely been nominated.
Yeah, but it's he's been charged. He's going to get what he deserves, basically.
Well, he's been charged.
Huh?
That means it's going to go to court, doesn't it?
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, he's not been found guilty.
I thought that.
No, that means
I thought the charge was like in the courtroom kind of thing.
No, that means the police think that they have enough evidence, so they're going to charge him.
Oh, okay, so
yes. It's still.
Well, that means then it must be like unrelated from the stuff that happened in America.
Yeah, it would be completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more are we going to hear about this dude?
Yeah.
All right, next little bit of news. Have either of you guys watched The Mandalorian?
I have.
I'm planning on it.
Are you up to date?
Honestly, I did watch both seasons. I watched both seasons last year.
Yeah.
In lockdown. Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good show.
Hamby, I don't know why you haven't watched it yet.
We're rewatching. We're rewatching the whole of Star Wars. So we watched A New Hope last night. So we're working our way through it.
Cool.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing as well.
Yeah, we're doing that mainly because I want to watch the Obi-Wan thing, but then we will watch The Mandalorian as well.
Yeah, it's well worth a watch. It is probably the best thing about Star Wars in a very long time.
Yeah, it's great. It's a slow start to start off with, but it pays off. It suddenly just all clicks into gear.
Yeah, definitely. It's official. Mandalorian Season 3 is obviously happening, and it's coming to Disney Plus in February 2023.
Looking forward to that a lot.
It's a long time.
It is, yeah, it is a while off, but there's loads of other Disney Plus things that are happening. Mentioned a few of them last week. There's also the next little bit of news, which is another Disney Plus Star Wars thing. So Disney Plus have announced a series called Star Wars Skeleton Crew coming in 2023. They've only announced one cast member so far. That's Jude Law, and they've announced that it's being sort of, I don't know if it's produced or like created by, I think his name is John Watts. He's the guy who did the Spider-Man films, or the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. He is very much inspired by like 80s coming of age films, like The Breakfast Club and stuff like that. So that is how they have described this Skeleton Crew. They're saying it's sort of for younger audiences. It's a coming of age, film about growing up in the Star Wars universe, which sounds kind of cool. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how that.
It does sound interesting. I think all the Disney Plus stuff recently has been really good, high quality.
Yeah.
And I think it's just going to carry on from there.
Yeah, definitely. Disney Plus was definitely bare bones when it came out, but now it's very good. Even with this Disney Star or whatever it is, you've got loads of stuff now that's not even Disney.
Yeah, so. And in with Star Wars as well, there's the second Jedi Fallen Order game's been announced as well.
Did hear that? Yeah.
Year. There's a trailer, very short teaser trailer, but they've released it.
So talking about the Jedi Fallen Order thing, I think I might have said at the time that I didn't enjoy it. I finished it, but I didn't like it.
Oh, I didn't massively enjoy it.
I actually, the other day, I first time in years, right, I went to a KEX, or a SEX, or CEX, whatever it's called in this country. I went to one of those the first time in probably 10 years, literally. And I traded in some games, and I traded in Jedi Fallen Order because it's on Game Pass, so it's still there. But like, I traded it in because I just thought I don't like Dark Souls and games like that, right? And it was basically just Star Wars trying so hard to be Dark Souls. Yeah, it was.
It's funny you say about KEX, because I went to a KEX as well the other day.
Oh,
for
yeah?
the first time in about 10 years.
No way. What were you there for?
It was the one in Cardiff. It's a big one in Cardiff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was snooping around for old Xbox games. It's literally like shocking how little stuff there is in there still, though.
Oh, CEX is gonna die in the next 5 years.
It's gonna die soon. Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Yeah,
it was like 10
It was so weird
games.
though, right? Because when I went there, they were like, "Have you got a membership card?" And I was like, "Bro, like, probably, years and years ago,
like 4 addresses ago."
And he went, "Well, I'll run an address." So I literally gave him the address of my first house. Keep in mind, I've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 times or something like that now. I gave him the address of my first house, and within 2 seconds he was like, "Yep, Harry Dowling, there we are." And I was like, "No way, like, that actually worked." So he gave me, and I'll show you now. He gave me, I got a brand new KEX card registered to an address that I lived at like years and years ago. But no, I for some reason, like, they were offering quite a lot for some quite bad games that I had, like £10 plus in credit. Considering they usually offer you like 1 penny.
Yeah, like nothing.
Yeah, so I bought the Spyro trilogy and I bought the Mafia trilogy. It's how I bought those. How the hell did we get onto KEX?
I mean, KEX used to be great, but I just feel like for starters, like, who buys DVDs anymore? Not with that many people. But then, like, even games, like, I try to avoid buying physical games if I can now.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
I do.
If it's,
I only want.
If it's the same price as digital, I'll just get digital.
Yeah, I wanted to have a look.
If it's the same price, that's the thing. The problem is that most of the time digital is literally like £20 more expensive.
Yeah, way more expensive.
Yeah. If you get it when it first comes out, yeah.
So I was looking at for, like I said, I was playing the old Splinter Cell games, and they were like a tenner on the store for like games that are like 17 years old, and they were like £1.
Yeah.
Like in kegs.
Yeah.
But we were talking about Jedi Fallen Order, that's how we got into kegs.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, you're right. There is a trailer out for that. You'd have to let us know what you think of it if you even liked that game. I thought the game wasn't fun. I thought the main character sucked.
Yeah, I hated it.
It's just lame on every level, unfortunately. How about you make a good Star Wars game? I'll just leave it there. To be fair, Battlefront 2 is pretty fun.
Eventually.
Sorry, Hamby, what did you say, bro?
I just said burn. You just burn Star Wars. How about you make a good Star Wars game? Can you not hear me?
Yeah, you're very quiet. Did you say burn Star Wars?
No, you said I just said you burned Star Wars, as in.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh hell yeah. Apply cold water to the burned area, bro. All right. Next little piece of news. This is another Disney Plus thing. So, I can't remember who was on the podcast with me last week. I think it was Hamby, and then it was Adam the week before. I mentioned that the trailer for the upcoming She-Hulk Attorney at Law came out, and I thought it looked pretty cool. I'm pretty hyped for it. You know, She-Hulk's a cool character. However, a lot of people were really annoyed by the trailer because they thought that She-Hulk looked like a sim, or like she was made out of rubber or something. They thought that the CG was really bad on She-Hulk. Disney have since done a little statement. They basically said that due to YouTube, whenever anyone uploaded the trailer, it compressed it, and because of that compression, it made the CG look balls, basically. So they're saying, hey, everyone, come over to Disney Plus, where we've got the actual trailer. And I have watched it on Disney Plus, and to be fair, it does look better. Like, the CG looks slightly better on She-Hulk, like on her face and stuff, than it does on the YouTube one. So I don't know if they're just absolutely bullshitting and they've like quickly, moved the sliders across or something, or if it was.
I think it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. I think. I still think it looks shit, but the CGI in terms of it.
So do you think that normal Hulk looks good though? Because I think that Bruce Banner's Hulk looks great.
I think normal Hulk looks good, but normal Hulk isn't like, except for like the last couple Avengers films, like he is a monster. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't look like a person.
Yeah.
Where She-Hulk is just a woman with a green face.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it looks so wrong, because it doesn't look unreal. It looks fake.
Yeah, the only bit from the whole trailer that I was a little bit about, to be fair, I mentioned it last week, it was the bit when, at the very end of the trailer, when she goes speed dating, and then she picks up that, like, Mexican dude or whatever, and, like, carries him to the bedroom or something. Oh, man.
They'll tweak it still. They'll tweak it before it comes out, but...
Oh, of course they will.
It doesn't look natural at all. It doesn't blend in well with the environment.
Yeah. I think it's... Well, we'll just have to wait and see. We will just have to wait and see. Alright, last little bit of news here. And this is more Marvel stuff. We got a trailer. I think it was literally like last Tuesday, the day this podcast came out. They released another trailer for the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder film, directed by Taika Waititi. Waititi, yeah, that's right. It looks good, man. What do you guys think? You guys seen the trailer?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I watched it again earlier, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Watched it a couple of times now. I think it looks really, really good. I think it looks a return to form for Marvel.
Love the soundtrack. Soundtrack looks badass. Love all the costumes. Thor, when he's got that little jacket on, he's got that really cool hairdo, like... Badass,
the last film was great. It was just fun. It didn't take itself seriously at all, and like everybody loved that film. And it looks like they're just taking that on board and doing it again.
Yeah, but I like how it's like you've got Christian Bale, who can be an incredibly serious actor, and he looks like he's going full serious in this.
Yeah, it's like they've got that goofy side from like the last film, and like Thor being with the Guardians, and then putting Christian Bale in as like a super serious, like badass villain. Like it looks like it's gonna be really, really good.
I think so as well, man. I think it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be like one of the best.
I think it will be.
There's loads of little funny moments in the trailer. One of them being when we are introduced to Russell Crowe's Zeus.
Yeah.
And he like flicks all of Thor's clothes off, and Thor is like shouting or something, and he's blurred out, but he's just stood there, and he looks he looks the biggest he's ever been, or the most shredded he's ever been. The dude looks ripped.
Yeah, man. Looks like Hamby.
He looks exactly like if you've never seen what Hamby looks like, just literally picture Chris Hemsworth. There you go.
Just picture Chris Hemsworth, yeah.
Picture Chris Hemsworth, and put Hamby's head on there.
Hamby Hemsworth.
Hamby Hemsworth.
I can see the similarities.
Yeah, but one thing that people have noticed is in that shot where it's from behind and his butt's all pixelated or whatever, people have actually noticed that there on his back there's a great big Loki helmet tattoo.
Yeah, there is.
And it says R.I.P. Loki on his shoulders with like a broken heart.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw some screenshots.
Yeah. But yeah, R.I.P. really, really looking forward to Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for it. Not long until it comes out either.
It isn't, yeah. So we were speaking about this a few weeks back, but this is the latest Marvel has ever left it to release a trailer for a film that is, coming out. They've left it so late. Doesn't it come out in like 2 months or something?
Start of July. It's like 8th of July, I think.
Yeah, madness.
Literally
really
less than, like 6 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah. Gonna have to book the old favourite tickets at the giant screen IMAX for that, I think. Now, at the beginning of this podcast, I told you that I'm, really not feeling great today, which is unfortunate because it is our 50th episode. It's also the 1-year anniversary of DWP, which obviously I'm incredibly proud of. It's my little baby, this podcast, and it's doing well. However, we are going to leave it here for today, and then we're going to come back at a later date, and we are going to do what we were going to do, which I'm not going to mention because, I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, we are going to leave it there for today. If you want to get in touch with the podcast, you can send an email at Gmail. No, yeah, you can send an email Gmail. You send an email, dudewutpodcast@gmail.com. You could really help us out by leaving us a 5-star review. You can follow us. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on all of the players and things that you listen to your podcasts on. And if you really like this podcast, the way that you can really help out is you can go to buymeacoffee.com/DudeWutPodcast, and you can send us any amount up to like $5 or something. Please only do it if you don't need the money. It's your money. If you need it, keep it, But if you don't, hey, send it this way. It'll be appreciated. It's been great fun chatting to you guys for an hour or so about, some entertainment news and what we've been up to and stuff. It's also been great fun chatting to you guys for the last year of DudeWutPodcast. I'm incredibly lucky to have such a close, tight group of brothers and, and friends that I can rely on to help me out and do an episode here and there. And, hopefully you guys find it kind of fun as well whenever you come on.
Yeah, man, I've really enjoyed it. It's crazy it's been a year. The only thing I'm going to say is this next year coming up, I want a wage, I want a salary.
Yeah, me too, bro. So yeah, this is what I'm saying about the 5-star review, though. If you leave a 5-star review, it spreads it around, and then more people kind of see it, and they click on it. Even if they listen to like 30 seconds and like, what the fuck is this? That's still a listen, baby. So yeah, share it around. Yeah, it's been great chatting to you for an hour. It's been great, everyone that's listened to this, really appreciate it. We will be back this time next week for another podcast. I am also hoping that we do a live stream on Friday. Don't know what we're going to be playing yet. I need to speak to the boys and try and figure something out. But hopefully, live streaming on Friday. So until then, everyone, we will see you next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.